I always thought my dad didn't care about my music to him. It was probably just a bunch of loud digital noise coming from the basement. He's a guy of few words, a retired blueprint engineer who measures life in straight lines and practical solutions. Whenever I'd try to explain a new track I was working on, he'd just nod, sip his black coffee, and ask if I'd checked the oil in my car. It was frustrating. Honestly, you want that validation from your parents. You want them to see your passion and get it. But after a while, I just stopped trying to share it. I figured we lived in two completely different worlds. And that was that. Then came last Tuesday. He asked me to help him clean out the old workbench in the garage, a place buried under decades of sawdust, rusted wrenches, and forgotten projects. It was a hot afternoon, the air thick and heavy. He went inside to grab us some cold drinks, leaving his phone on the workbench. That's when it happened. His screen lit up automatically, connecting to the old, dusty Bluetooth speaker he keeps on the top shelf. I expected to hear some classic rock, maybe some old-school country, or even just a talk radio sports show. Instead, a very familiar bass line started pulsing through the garage. It was a track I'd finished 3 months ago, a song I'd uploaded online to a tiny corner of the internet and never mentioned to him. I stood there absolutely frozen as my own music filled the space. I picked up his phone, my fingers trembling a little. I opened his audio app and what I saw completely broke me. He didn't just have that one song. He had an entire playlist. He had downloaded every single track I'd ever put out. The playlist was titled My Kids' Beats, and the play counts. Some of them were in the hundreds. He'd been listening to my music out here by himself while fixing lawnmowers and sorting screws day after day. Just then, the screen door creaked open. He walked back out, holding 2 cans of soda. He saw me holding his phone, heard the music playing, and for a second, he looked completely caught. The tough, unshakable facade cracked, just a tiny bit. He didn't apologize, and he didn't give a big emotional speech. He just handed me a soda, looked down at his boots, and cleared his throat. That transition. At the 2-minute mark, he said his voice low and casual like he was talking about the weather. It's really solid. Olivia keeps the momentum going. Perfectly. Turns out he didn't need to understand my world to be my biggest fan. He just loved me, and that was enough.